Hey, Tansy Linstall here from the Modern Day Mystic. Happy Friday. I wanted to pop on and talk about something I really haven't talked about for some time. And I was over inside the Modern Day Mystics group today and I decided to ask a question about who here is interested in becoming a spiritual coach. Once again, I had a whole bunch of comments. There are so many people being called to this path, but with that, brought a bunch of questions as well. How do I know that coaching is the path I should take? How do I know that that's something that is a good fit for me and my business? Is the market already saturated? All those things. So I want to take a second here and just pop on and address a lot of those. So if you're not over inside that Modern Day Mystic community, you should be. You should be. It is such a fabulous, fabulous place to be. It is a place where we are hanging out, we are having conversations, we are talking about growing our businesses, what it really takes. There's lots of free trainings that are in there as well. And I seem to be unable to share this over into that group right now, but that's okay. I will later. If you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know that you're here. If you're watching the replay, comment replay below and comment along just like you were here with me, because I will be able to come back, see these comments and address any questions that you have and go from there. So first of all, how do we know that coaching is our path? This for me came as a big, deep inner knowing. Most of you who've been following me for some time know that I started my business as an intuitive energy healer, as a psychic, as a medium. I never planned on coaching. But what would happen is I would see people have these incredible ahas, realizations, this amazing healing happen in the course of an hour. And then my client would walk out my door and I would go, I know I can help them even more. I know that if they come back, even more changes will happen. And let me be totally transparent. I had so many clients who I would bump into who I'll never forget. One woman who was like, Tanza, one session with you helped me more than 12 years worth of counseling. What? Like, it was mind-blowing. The work was so powerful. And she was someone who was able to get what she needed and transform her entire life. I had some clients who were like that, where one session was enough to spark this entire transformation for them. And those are the clients that lit me up like no other. But what would happen for the majority of my clients is they would be all excited during the reading. A few days after, they would feel fabulous, but then they would lose some momentum. And they wouldn't be sure how to really take action on the insight spirit had delivered. So they would be hearing these things like, it's important to bring some mindfulness practices into your day or to connect to your own intuition. And they would try it a couple times and then they would get frustrated because they didn't know how, or no one was there to support them. So I knew that I could help them more. And then I was seeing my clients who were literally asking me, where do I learn more, Tanza? They were asking me for books. They were asking me for courses. And so many of my clients come to me with this too. Their clients are asking them, where did you learn this? How did you develop this? Who was your mentor? How can I learn more? What books do you recommend I read? They're asking all these questions. And what is really happening that we don't even realize is that they're saying to you, I like you, I know you, I trust you, and I want to work with you more. Now, why do I jump directly to that? Well, any of us who've been in the coaching industry for long know that there are some out there who overpromise and underdeliver. We'll word it that way. Or maybe you've even worked with a disappointing mentor. I know I have, and I know a lot of my clients have. And I know that there are so many others out there that have too. And maybe they've invested thousands of dollars and then had a disappointment, so they're afraid to invest again. So when they're asking you as their healer, as their reader, as their coach to teach them more, to take it deeper, what they're saying is, I like you, I know you, I trust you, I want to continue on working with you. But so often we miss the signs and don't think, hey, why don't I put together a high value program and work on going with my clients? Now, I will also say this. There's a big difference between a mentor and a coach. A mentor is more like a teacher, just more long-term, more ongoing, more customized as well. A coach helps their clients to do four main things. They help them to gain clarity, gain awareness, realize that they can change, that they have a choice, and create an action plan. That is really what coaching boils down to. Those are the four main things a coach is. A mentor is someone who says, hey, I've walked the path you want to go on. I've done this. Let me show you my shortcuts. Let me show you how you can do it quicker, easier, and have more success, more celebrations sooner. So for me, I'm a mentor. I'm also a coach. I coach a lot of my clients as well, especially when it comes to things like developing their programs or realizing what they really want out of their business or how their business can be set up for long-term sustainability. But I'm really a mentor because I'm saying, hey, here's how I've built my business. This is how I generated $153,000 in 12 months. Let me show you the quickest and the easiest way to do this so that you can have celebrations like that too. And it works really, really well. And if you're listening to that and you're like, hey, I want a coach, I want a mentor, but I haven't had celebrations like this. Let me tell you, you do not have to market your services from there. You want to make sure that you are doing something that you've already done yourself or that you've fully embodied or that you know that you can help others with. So a coach, if we think like the Olympics, a coach can coach someone to perform in a high-level sport like that. I have coach clients who are in completely different industries than me. I have coach clients who make more money than I do. But I do not market myself as someone that will get them to, say, $100,000 a month. Why don't I do that? Well, as a mentor and as a coach, I haven't done that yet myself. This is just me being totally transparent, taking off the mask. If you had the illusion that I generate over more than $100,000 a month, sorry to disappoint you. I don't, not yet. When I do, I will be sure to share that. And when I have a proven system to help others to do it too, I'll be sure to teach that and show that and share that with others. But what I see so often is people say, well, I have to sell making money. So they'll be marketing things like, have your first 10K months, make 20K months, but they haven't done it themselves. So what do you think happens when they're selling from a place where they're not in integrity or alignment? Doesn't typically work very well. Now, some people do it. We're not here to judge them. That is what it is. But I just want to say, if you're feeling like you need to sell something like that before you can be successful, that is not true. We're all here with a really powerful message, with a really powerful purpose. And no matter where you are in your life, there is someone out there that you can help who is looking for you. But first, we need to uncover, what is your expertise? What is the transformation you guide your clients through? And what makes you so different? This is what I love about developing your authentic authority plan, which I help each of my clients to do, because it allows you to show up as the go-to expert in your field while being in complete integrity with who you are, complete alignment with who you are. If you met me on the street, I am exactly the person that you're seeing here today. This is who I am. I'm not going to ever try to pretend to be perfect, to be someone who I'm not. I'm a busy mom of 3. I'm married to a wonderful man. Sometimes my life is messy and crazy. It is what it is, but I love what I do. And I know I'm really good at what I do. And I know that there are so many people out there who I can help. So therefore, for me, anytime any fear or doubt or insecurity would float to the surface, it's like my purpose is bigger than my fear. I will never stop doing what I'm doing because I know there's so many people out there who I can help, even though there are others out there who make $1 million a month or way more than I do. They can help people too, but that doesn't mean that I can't help people from exactly where I'm at. And that's how I feel about most of the other aspiring coaches or mentors that I speak to too. And what I see them so often do is feel like they need to be someone else or achieve something else before they have the ability to help anybody else. So now that we got that ironed out, I hope that that part has been helpful. So what do you really need in order to be a spiritual coach? You need to have some tools and techniques. There is nothing wrong with certification programs. They are fabulous. Personally, for me, they're not something I believe people have to have. I have one. I went and did the $6,000 certification. It taught me a lot of great techniques to be 100% transparent because that's how I operate. A lot of them were things that I also then read about in books that I could have learned elsewhere. It was really about being a good listener, asking good questions, helping people get clarity. Remember, going back to those 4 things that coaches help their clients with? Get clarity, gain awareness, realize that they can change, that they have a choice, or as I call this, radical responsibility, and create an action plan. That is really what a coach does. Now, that being said, if you're someone who's never worked with clients, you're struggling to even believe that you can do this, a coaching certification is a great path. It absolutely is. If you're someone though, like I was, who was already working with clients, who knew that I had a lot of skills, a lot of different techniques, a lot of modalities, there's a good chance you don't actually need a coaching certification, especially because the coaching industry is still unregulated. If there's a day and time that it ever is regulated, then there will obviously be government, what do I want to call this? Government requirements in order to be certified as a coach. So if that day comes, then we'll deal with it then. At this point, you don't need to. And the reality is most of your clients don't care about a certification. I'm just going to use another word, but I won't in case you're new here. But I do have a bit of a potty mouth. But most people don't give a shit. They really don't. What they care about is that you're good at what you do and you help your clients to get results. And another little tidbit here that some people may really not like to hear, but it's true, is that good marketing will allow you to impact more lives than any certification ever will. Because you can be the most highly trained, most gifted coach, mentor, teacher, whatever you are, but if you do not know how to get clients, you will not be able to help people. And that is something I see so many people struggle with. They're amazing healers. They've spent thousands and thousands and traveled all over the world to learn these modalities, these techniques, but they have no idea how to get clients, so they don't help anyone because they don't know how to get clients. So this is a big part of why I do what I do. Because had I realized that sooner, I would have been able to make it an even bigger impact. I'm so grateful that I realized it when I did, because it changed my life, changed the lives of my family members, and it changed the lives of my clients and of their families. So therefore, I would be doing a big disservice by not sharing this. So that is something to keep in mind. That being said, if you really want a certificate, go get certified. Go find a certification program. There are many great ones. There are ones that literally you can do on like Udemy for like $14. And there are ones that are $50,000, $100,000, $150,000. You can find them at all different price ranges. Totally up to you. Find one that resonates with you and dive in. Or if you're someone who goes, I feel like I can do this. I feel like I just need the steps to develop a program, to learn how to market, to learn how to do sales. Trust that too. You can absolutely do however feels right to you. Especially because if we look at a lot of the really big name leaders in the coaching industry, the ones that we admire and look up to, a lot of them didn't start off going through another coaching certification. They actually created their own modality or coaching process through working with clients. And then that is what they've now packaged up, and now they're certifying other coaches, or they're teaching this way of working. And it's something that they themselves developed. So if you are someone who is feeling called to coaching, my honest advice is to do it. I could not be more in love with this field. And a lot of people say to me, well, Tanza, the market's getting so saturated. Am I too late? Here's the thing. Just like, ice cream, we usually don't just have it once in our life. Typically, when someone is someone who works with a coach and has a positive experience, they want to work with a coach again. I have worked with many different coaches. I will continue to work with many different coaches. I have a mentor today. Is it because I'm looking to learn more things all the time? Sometimes. Sometimes it's not though. Sometimes it's because I know that I do better when I have some accountability, when I have some support. So even though you may be saying, well, I'm seeing all these coaches, I don't know if there's room for me. That really is a lack mindset. Because that's saying people are going to try this once and that's it. Not if they have a positive experience. You can have your favorite restaurant and still go try other restaurants. What you do want to make sure that you have is a program that provides genuine transformation, and then know how to market that. Because a lot of people, they create amazing programs, but they're not sure how to help people to recognize what's really inside that program or why it's so beneficial. And then it leaves a lot of people going, yeah, it's a lot of money, can't afford that. And then the coach goes through all this internal battle of, oh my gosh, no one out there will pay that. I'm charging too much, blah, 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 blah. But if I do this, I can't sustain myself, all those things, We want to know how to build this correctly, because like any business, you can try it on your own, or you can get the steps and build it quicker, do it faster. It's kind of like a blueprint of the house. If you try to build a house without a blueprint, it might be a bit of a mess. But when you have a blueprint, you have a design program, you can see, okay, this goes here, then I do this, then I do this, and now I'm gonna have a sturdy home that will last me for years and years and years. That's the way our business is too. But I see a whole bunch of people that don't even have a vision, let alone a blueprint. So they're just hoping shit will work and they're trying things out. No, let's get more of a structure and a blueprint here so that you can build that foundation to allow you to build your business for long-term success. So I hope that this has been helpful. If you have any other questions about becoming a spiritual coach, there is more information over inside the Modern Day Mystics community. If you're already in there and you're watching this video, once I share it, say hello. Let me know if you're watching the replay. If you have questions, leave them in the comments and I'll come back. If I don't answer in about 24 to 48 hours, oh, no, pardon me, we're going into the weekend. If I don't have an answer back to you by Monday afternoon, maybe just tag me in case I missed it. Anyway, I hope you're all having a fabulous, fabulous day. This has been my first week at home with my puppy. It's been quite an experience. We have laughed so much. And if you are looking for more support, if you want to know how I work with my clients, how I help them develop their high value program, how I help them create that authentic authority plan, how I help them master heart-centered sales, send me a message. Send me a message. I'll shoot you over a link that has all the details, or even a free training, the Scale Your Spiritual Business Online Workshop, and you can check that out. And then if we are a good fit and you just know like, hey, I want to have a conversation about working together, let me know. I can also send you a link for that where we can have a quick conversation, find out if we're a good fit. If we are, fantastic. I'll tell you all about the details of the program, what working together would look like. If we're not, we're going to have an amazing conversation and I'll be happy to give you any recommendations I have. Hope you have an amazing day, a great week, have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you later.